Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 1v1 on Ancient Isles between our yellow orc player Sniper and our red Night Elf player Sonik. And before I speed it on up, I just want to give a shout out to you guys, the viewers, for subscribing and sharing and just watching all the videos. Really appreciate it. And we'll speed it on up. And I kind of wanted to talk about this orc player here real quick. And he is on the top of the ladder on Warcraft 3 ArenaNet. He is number one on the 1v1 ladder. And I have yet to cast one of his games. I just took a look at the ladder and I seen him on top, so I figured I'd look up one of his games and just see how well he can do. And it is versus Sonik, so it should be a really good game. Blademaster gets a Ring of Selling. Our Demon Hunter picks up a Ring of Greater Selling. And using that Ancient of War, of course, to creep out the expansion camp. And our Demon Hunter will get level 2 out of that. Blademaster gonna go shopping. Up a Circle of Nobility and Dust of Appearance. And I think he just bought that Dust of Appearance just to get rid of it out of the Demon Hunter's hands. And also, of course, when those archers shadow meld, you can kill those. As all those pesky shadow melding archers go after a Moonwell here, and will force the cancellation. And that'll set Sonik back just a little bit. And Sonik is just going to say, screw you, I'm just going to remake it. Stronghold on the way for Sniper, and another burrow as well, nothing too crazy there. Somehow magically building with a hammer, always wondered how that works, but I guess we just all go with it. Soul Overseer camp, going to go down here for the Blademaster. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter taking out the little Knoll camp. And not really going to get too much out of that, but we'll get a hefty chunk of experience, which is always a good time. Overseer just about to fall. We'll see what drops here for the Blademaster. Going to be Gloves of Haste, and has Boots of Speed as well from the shop. Couple salves, so a pretty decked out Blademaster. Good to go. And Observers noticing a wisp in the back of the base there. That could be used to teleport to.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ancient of War slugging it out with an Ogre Warrior.
The town is under siege.
And Blademaster takes out a Wisp there with a crit. And will now harass Sonik, the Ogre Magi camp. Sonik gonna go after it, and I think he actually got that. But it was the Blademaster who picked up the item and now has 2 circlets of nobility. Double the circlets, double the fun. Tome of Agility for the Demon Hunter. And Spirit Lodge and a Bestiary on the way for Sniper. And Sniper actually has somewhat of a commanding lead on the leaderboard. And I can't remember exactly what it is, but he's definitely quite a bit higher than the second place player. Obviously a very good player, and I never actually casted one of his games. And I don't know if he has a pseudonym or not, if he is a pro player with just a Warcraft 3 Arena name or not, because all the pro players that play on Warcraft 3 Arena do not use their original name. For instance, Grubby is IQ 55. Sonik, of course, is this long chain of numbers. Warchief Rich is Hunter shaped, that sort of thing. So everybody sort of uses a pseudonym on Warcraft 3. Why? I don't really know, but maybe just to stay out of the big picture and hope people don't notice them too much, so they can just kind of relax and play how they want to play. Because sometimes being competitive is a good thing, but sometimes just casual play is better, just so you can have a good time and fool around with some strategies and such. Playmaster trying to chase down the Demon Hunter here pretty low. Should be able to make it back to the Moonwells in time. No, gonna take a net there. Ensnared by the Raider and may lose. The Demon Hunter so close. Gonna use a town portal to get out of there. 5 health left on that Demon Hunter. Teleport right back to the base. Use the Moon Juice. It is good to go. Mana burns the Blade Master for a whole 13 mana. Probably would have been better off on the Torrent Chieftain on that one, but Torrent Chieftain using Endurance Aura right now, so I guess it really wouldn't matter. But I suppose it would have been a better bit of damage than it would have on the Blade Master. But either way, that is okay. Fairy Fire on the Blade Master. Able to see everything is going on here. And roll over Seer Camp. Gonna go down for a Sniper. And a Sonik gonna go after a Knoll over Seer Camp as well. And gonna be Sentry Wards, legal map hack. And a Scroll of Healing picked up from the shop. Transferred to the
attack.
Torrent Chieftain. And looks like the Demon Hunter may have gotten a Wand of Illusion from that camp. And Night Elf, of course, going to go Druids of the Talon against Orc. And a very, very softish, hardish counter. I kind of hate using the word soft and hard counter because sometimes, you know, skill is always a big, big thing in that. But Druids of the Talon, super, super good against Orc. Keeping that Blade Master in check with Cyclone. And Book of the Dead drops for the Blade Master. And always a really good item to use inside of somebody's base. Just sneak on in, do their Acolyte line or Peon line, what have you, and pop that. And out comes a whole mess of skeletons. And that means a whole mess of dead workers. And another illusion will go down here, but gotta get rid of that spy illusion. And Book of the Dead in a big battle, not as effective in my opinion, just kind of easy to dispel them, abolish magic or priest dispel or what have you. Can get rid of them pretty easy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Even something as simple as a wisp. Spirit Link all active on some of these Orc units. And Fairy Dragon out for Sonik as well. Tinker for the third hero. And actually this is a usual combination against Orc. The Beastmaster can see the Blade Master with the Hawk. And Tinker is always a good addition to the Cyclone combo with Phobos as well. Pumping out those Clockwork Goblins. Explosions all over the place. Boots of Speed drops from that camp there. Goes on the Beastmaster. And Force Troll Warlord for Sniper. And gonna get a Health Stone on that Blade Master. Pretty much a potion. But even better as you get 1 health per second, which isn't so good, but hey, why not? Some knowledge there, and the Torrent Chieftain gonna grab that. And another Fairy Dragon out, or is that just the first one? Who knows? Crazy, wacky Night Elf and their Fairy Dragons. Nope, that's just the first one. He was just going back to heal. Or is Fairy Dragon's female? Not really sure. Knoll Overseer Camp gonna go down here. And was that stolen? No, it was not. And that Plasma Attack +6 goes on the Demon Hunter. And still with that level 1 Tinker. Only downfall to getting a third hero that quickly. Heroes level up very slowly. Torrent Chieftain at level 2. Tome of Intelligence +2 on the ground there. Now both players just on either side of each other. Cliff in the way. A pretty well stacked up, itemed orc player here.
A
Couple scrolls of healing, potion of lesser invulnerability, and Book of the Dead as well. Scroll of speed. But he's got pretty much everything he needs. Just one more potion of invulnerability on that Tauren Chieftain, and it would be one complete set, in my opinion. Maybe a Staff of Preservation, but none of these units are really big enough to really want to preserve that much. Zombie Mask on the ground there. Definitely want to pick that up. Easily one of my favorite items in the game. More mana the better, except against the Demon Hunter, kind of a double-edged sword there, of course, with mana burn. Pocket Factory trying to taken out there by the Blade Master. And as you can see, the counter to Orc is that Cyclone constant spam on the heroes, which I think should have a diminishing return, is getting disenchanted by the Spirit Walkers. But that can only last so long. Also, Cycloning does get rid of the Fairy Fire on the unit that use Cyclone, so that is something to watch out for too, because sometimes having Fairy Fire on your opponent's Blade Master is a good thing. So you can see him wherever he goes. Book of the Dead surrounding the Demon Hunter, excellent usage, but gets dispelled pretty quickly there. And you can see in a big battle, the Book of the Dead does not last long. I really much prefer just to run into somebody's base, spawn the Book of the Dead, and try and take out a bunch of wisps or peons, what have you. It works a little bit better that way. The Blade Master coming in very low on health. Gonna go after the Tinker though. Tinker only level 2 with no items. And Beastmaster falls. Demon Hunter down as well. Tinker very vulnerable with no items at all, no scroll of healing, no potion of invulnerability. And instead going after the individual talons here without that Demon Hunter and Beastmaster around. Those talons are a little weak and vulnerable. The whole brute camp here gonna go down. Whole level 3 and 2 big nasty level 1 creeps here, and then we're down for the Tauren Chieftain. Might get level 5 out of this. I don't think so. And no, not at all. But so close yet so far to level 5 on the Tauren Chieftain. Oddly enough, the Tauren Chieftain higher level than the Blade Master at the moment. Your warrior camp here gonna let his Tauren Chieftain get level 5. And don't know if he's gonna get level 5 out of this or not. Only needs 72 experience. And doesn't look like it's so close yet so far once again. Tauren Chieftain, but just a couple Druids of the Talon dying should get him level 5. And I wonder if he's going for level 3 Endurance Aura at level 5, and that's why he's trying to get it level 5. Or maybe just getting level 3 Shockwave for those Druids. As level 3 Shockwave against Druids of the Talon is pretty brutal. Tome of Agility for the Tauren Chieftain. You know, only have 380 health, so a level 3 Shockwave doesn't one-shot them, but certainly takes them down a step or two. Fairy Fire on the Blade Master there is being seen everywhere he goes. Get rid of that sheep on the ground. Nobody likes that sheep anyway. And what's that sheep doing in the water anyway? Sheep don't like water. Or do sheep like water? I don't know. Never really been around sheep. I'm gonna assume they don't like water. Just because of their wool, it would make them very heavy. Be very, very uncomfortable. You ever wear a wool sweater and then get it wet? Not very fun. The Talon. Mana doing okay. About half mana, I would suppose, on average here, so could be better. Both players getting ready to attack each other here. The Clash of the Titans will begin, or no? Yes, no, yes, no.
A player's forces are under attack.
And wild, wacky, ancient war out in the middle of nowhere here. And it's going to be a distraction for Sniper. And he'll eat a tree and be good to go. Cyclones already out there, but a couple wasted Cyclones in my opinion there, as there was no army around to engage the other army while they were up in the air. Tauren Chieftain cycloned, but Blademaster popped a potion of invulnerability, so he could not be affected for the time being. Demon Hunter in big trouble there. Demon Hunter goes down. And the Beastmaster, and just left with a Tinker. And now the Tinker in big trouble here. Gonna get surrounded soon. So many ensnares. Not enough Cyclones to go around. And the disenchanting from the Spirit Walkers really effective this time around. And Sniper really on the ball with those disenchants. Not really necessarily on that one. Tauren Chieftain surrounded down to 150 health. Tauren Chieftain got to get away there. And got away with about 118 health left. Demon Hunter Tavern revived. And a salve on the Tauren Chieftain, but 1100 health is a lot to regenerate. So it's going to be a while for that. Salves on some of the units here. Some of them could use some more, but that's okay. Tauren Chieftain also sporting a potion of mana as well. Where after that mana burn brings him down to 0, he'll just pop that and then shockwave. And a wisp detonates on some of the units there, and I'm not sure if it got the Tauren Chieftain. Looks like it didn't. And Beastmaster nearly revived here, and I doubt his Altar of Elders will survive. Gonna bring a Wisp here to repair, but definitely not gonna be enough. Didn't even start repairing there. And a Wisp looks ready to detonate on the army here, and could hit these Spirit Walkers, take a chunk of mana away from them, but Sonik has to GG out. Was just about to lose that Demon Hunter, and couldn't quite get that Beastmaster out either. Yeah, so well played by Sniper, and once again, currently, as I speak, on the top of the ladder of Warcraft 3 ArenaNet, and never casted his game before, but really good player, so maybe I will check out another few games. I think I looked up some of his games, and I didn't find that many. I think there was maybe a dozen to choose from, so I chose one with Sonik, as both of them obviously very, very good players. I don't know what rank Sonik is on the ladder of Warcraft 3 ArenaNet, but either way, everybody knows Sonik, one amazing player. But I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Make sure you guys, subscribe, share, like the video, all that good stuff. But I hope you guys, enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.